Greetings, 8th graders. This is Dan speaking to you from the wilds of Yosemite with some tips for finishing your International Trips math assignment. You should have gotten this assignment before your trip. It basically explains that you need to take at least, or you needed to take at least 8 photographs of symmetric designs, 2 each of cyclic designs, dihedral designs, frieze patterns, and wallpaper patterns. Your cyclic designs will be finite designs that have just rotation symmetries. Your dihedral designs will be finite designs that have rotations and reflections. Your frieze patterns would be designs that you could imagine stretching on infinitely in one dimension, filling an infinite strip. And those designs will have translations and could also have 180-degree rotations, horizontal reflections, vertical reflections, and glide reflections. And your wallpaper patterns will be designs you can imagine extending infinitely in 2 dimensions, filling an infinite wall, and they could have translations. They will have translations. They could also have reflections, glide reflections, and various different rotations. All right, so hopefully you read this and you got those photographs. What you're going to do now is organize those photographs and analyze their symmetries and add that analysis to your iBook that you're making with your ethnography project. So you'll be using this sketch. All the information you need is really in the sketch. I just want to show you a few things. I'm giving you a few tips for how to complete this. So the process is to crop and copy a photo. So let's go ahead and do that. You've got 8 pages in the sketch. You've got 2 pages for cyclic designs, 2 pages for dihedral designs, 2 pages for frieze patterns, and 2 pages for tilings. And there are pictures in here already, but the idea is that you're going to crop and copy your own pictures and paste them in over these pictures. So I'm going to go over to iPhoto and find a photo in here to replace. I don't want this one just yet. So let me see. I'll go to my events here. And here's a design. Let me look at this one. This could be cyclic, it could be dihedral. It looks like it has reflection symmetry, but there is an over-under thing going on here. So I'm going to call this actually a cyclic design and not a dihedral design, since this is going over on this side, but it's going under on this side. And if I flip it, it'll reverse that. So no flipping, just turning here. I can also decide whether I want to just take this part, which has a lot of rotations in it, or if I want to include these 4 corners. And if I include the 4 corners, then there would only be 4 rotations. Let me go ahead and, I think I'm going to leave the corners out. So I'll do Command-Shift-4. This is to do a screen capture. But this is an important tip. If you hold down Control while you drag over this, then the screen capture will go directly to the clipboard. You won't have to create a new file. You'll have it on the clipboard ready to paste into the sketch. So now I go back to Sketchpad and paste it in place here. And here's the design. I can make it a little bigger. And to analyze this, I mean, you could just count this up. But first, let's look at the mirror. I already said I don't think this has mirror symmetry. But if I did put a mirror on here and show the reflection, it does line up pretty well. I mean, you almost could say that this had mirror symmetry. And if you did, I wouldn't say that was wrong. But I'm going to not, because of the over-under thing, I'm not going to call this dihedral. The angle, you can stick that center there, adjust this, and if you show rotations, or show the rotation, here's the 0, and you can see that this will land on itself, rotating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow, really? So this has 16-fold rotation symmetry. I'm going to count that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so that's going to be C16. So I'll name it C16. And I'm going to, this was taken, actually I think this is from the Mudahar ceiling at the Legion of Honor. At the Legion of Honor Museum, San Francisco. So that's the cyclic design. Let me do a dihedral design next. You'll have to do 2 cyclic designs. I'm just going to